Hello dear friends, this is TNC TV official from where you are going to get the knowledge of English. Dear friends, if it's the first time you are coming here on this channel, you are going to know English. You are going to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Dear friends, as I promised you, I will never cease to offer you different videos here are going to help you to understand quickly English. It means that within only 3 months, you are going to be able to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Dear friends, is there any problem here on a TNC TV official? I think that you have watched different videos here on TNC TV official, and you are going to continue to increase your skills of English within the shortest time. Dear friends, I promise you that you're going to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Here on TNC TV official, for sure, we try to ensure that everyone is following, is understanding what you talk about. We have started by telling you different rules of the language. Up to now, no problem. I think that you have seen that after knowing 10 lessons of English, you are going to enter in a mood of practicing, of speaking. It means that everywhere you are, we're going to use English without any problem, dear friends. Dear friends, I love you so much here on TNC TV official. We guarantee different videos that are going to help you to understand English. It means that within the shortest time, I'm promising you that within the shortest time, you are going to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Today's lesson, we are going to see how you can introduce yourself, how you can tell more about you. If you meet someone for the first time, if you meet the foreigner, it's a person who doesn't know you, you don't know each other, but you are going to introduce. So I'm going to help you to understand the way you're going to introduce in English, really without any problem. So when you are introducing yourself, sometimes you mix the ideas, you mix the messages, and you confuse the one who is listening to you. This video is going to help someone who wants to know how to introduce without any problem in English, and I'm going to direct you. Let me direct you, dear friends, because here it's a class, it's like a school here on TNC TV official. If you want to know English really, I have to explain you the way you are going to quickly know it within the shortest time. So what can you do so that if you meet someone for the first time, you may introduce without any problem? What can you do? So let me direct you, dear friends. If you meet someone for the first time and you are going to introduce, or you are passing different interviews, I don't know where you are supposed to introduce, but if you reach where you are obliged to introduce yourself in English, you are going to start by telling your name. After telling your name, you are going to tell where you were born. After telling where you were born, you are going to tell about your education. After telling about your education, you are going to tell about your experience. After telling your experience, you are going to tell what you are expecting to do. I can repeat this because here, dear friends, I have met different people. They don't know how they can introduce themselves properly. That's why this video is going to help you to know the way you are going to introduce yourself without any problem, dear friends. So let me repeat. If someone for the first time, you are going to tell your name. After telling your name, you are going to tell where you were born. After telling where you were born, you are going to tell about your education. After telling about your education, you are going to tell about your experience. After telling about your experience, you are going to tell about what you are expecting to do. So, let me explain you. How can you tell your name? So when you tell your name, quickly you have to tell also about your status. After telling your name, so let me give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. Suppose currently job, I'm a businessman, I'm doing business. If I'm doing business currently, I'm going to pretend as if I am a businessman just now, and I show you the way I'm going to introduce myself, and you see if after that introduction you can know me without any problem, dear friends. There are no more confusions. It means that you are going to understand me, you are going to know me without any problem. So let me say that my name is Claude. My name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. My name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. My name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. If I tell your name, you have quickly to tell where you were born. I am single. You can say I am single, or you can say I am married. I am married. Let me say that I'm married. My name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. I am married. That's my status. My status is that I am married. After, you are going to tell about your education. I'm undergraduate. You can say I'm undergraduate. Undergraduate is someone who has finished 3 years at university. When you finish 3 years at university, you are undergraduate. Because when you finish 5 years at university, you are a bachelor's degree. 6 or 7 is master's degree. Over is a PhD. Okay, so let me tell you about education. So that case of Rwanda, here in Rwanda, education, you start by nursery. After nursery is a primary. After primary is a secondary or high school. After secondary is undergraduate. After undergraduate is a graduate. After graduate is master's degree. After master's degree is PhD. It means that you tell about your education. So I can ask you, dear friend, which is your education? Can you tell about your education? You start by telling your name and your status and where you were born. After, you tell about your education. After telling about your education, you are going to tell about your experience. So your experience, you can say, my name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. I am married. I am undergraduate. My experience, let me tell about my experience. My experience, I have experience at doing business. My experience is doing what? Is doing business. It means that I am a businessman. If I'm a businessman, I'm business person, I'm going to say that my experience is doing business. After telling about your experience, you can tell quickly where you worked. You can say, I worked in the market, in the supermarket of Gachinjiro. I worked in the supermarket of Gachinjiro. I worked in the supermarket of Gachinjiro. After that, I'm working in the center of Rwarutabura. I'm working in the center of Rwarutabura, okay? It means that I worked in the supermarket of Gachinjiro. After, I'm working in the center of Rwarutabura. By here, you can say, in the center of Rwarutabura, specifically, I am the manager. I'm the manager of the bar and restaurant. I'm the manager of the bar and restaurant. It means that this is your current job. So I'm striving to be the manager of the hotel. When you have a bar and a restaurant, probably you have ambition to be the manager of the hotel. Dear friends, This is introduction. I can repeat so that really you may understand the way you are going to introduce. This is an example of Mr. Claude. Mr. Claude is going to introduce in English, and after you are going to know quickly Mr. Claude. My name is Mr. Claude. I was born from the southern province. I am married. I am undergraduate. My experience is doing business. I started my business from supermarket or the market of Gachinjiro. Currently, I'm the manager of the bar and the restaurant. I work in the center of Gwarutabura. Just now, I'm expecting to be the manager of the hotel. It means that my ambition, my target is to be the manager of the hotel. Dear friend, let me ask you a question. Can you tell me about yourself? Tell me about yourself, dear friend. So I can ask you some questions by here. What is your name? What is your name? Tell your name. Question number 2. Where were you born? Where were you born? Number 3. Which is your education? Which is your education? Tell me about your education. Another question is, which is your experience? Which is your experience? Tell me about your experience. Another question, which is your current job? Which is your current job? Another question, which is your dream job? Which is your dream job? You tell about your dream job so that you may understand how you can introduce yourself here. If you are doing business, currently you're going to say, my name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. I grew up from there. I am father of 2 children, for instance. I am undergraduate. Currently, I am doing business. I worked from Gachinjiro supermarket or market. It's an example. Now I am the manager of the bar and the restaurant. I'm expecting to be the manager of the hotel. It means that really just now, if you meet Mr. Claude, if Mr. Claude says like that, introduces like that, you are going to know him quickly. So dear friends, it's been a while. It's been a long time. You have tried yourself to know English, how can you introduce yourself in English without any problem, and you continued to fail. From here on TNC TV official, this video is going to help you. It's going to encourage you to know the way you are going to introduce yourself in English. You are going to like it. Please, you are going to leave a comment. You are going to subscribe if you have not subscribed. You are going to share the video so that many people, they may know the way they can introduce themselves. Dear friends, can you introduce yourself without any problem? Let me repeat before lasting this video by here. So my name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. I am married. I'm the father of 2 children. I am undergraduate as education. I have experience at doing business. It means that my experience is doing business. After doing business, I will continue to do business because I have a target to be the manager of the hotel. Which is your dream? Which is your dream job, dear friend? Can you tell me what you are expecting to do after lasting this job you are doing these days? Dear friends, I'm telling you, you have to know how you can introduce yourself in English. Can you introduce yourself in English? If you meet someone who doesn't know you, are you ready to introduce yourself in English? Dear friends, this video is going to help you to understand the way you are going to tell you about yourself. My name is Claude. I was born from the southern province. I am married. I am a father of 2 children. My experience is doing business. My education is undergraduate. I'm undergraduate. I'm the manager of the bar and restaurant. I'm expecting to be the manager of the hotel. So before lasting my video by here, let me tell you, if you are doing business, every time you have a target, you have ambition to become another kind of person who you are not. If you have a bar and restaurant, probably you need to create a hotel of yours. So there is a question I wanted to answer. Someone asked it to be explained. CEO means what? CEO means Chief Executive Officer. CEO is the owner of the company or enterprise. It means that CEO has below he or she someone who is called the manager. Below manager, there are people who we call employees or workers. In the bar and restaurant, we are used to meet the people who are working from there, who are called waiter and waitresses. Waiter or waitresses. You have to know really to introduce yourself. Try to introduce yourself to someone who doesn't know you, dear friends. If you have liked this video, if you have understood, try to make any practice. Try to introduce yourself to the people who want to know you, dear friends, in English. Because it is very shameful to see someone who said that he studied too much English, but he cannot introduce himself or herself perfectly. Dear friends, let me last my video by here. I wish you to know how you can introduce yourself in English. English, I told you that, is a language that you can learn and you know it. You can start from the bottom, from the base, and you reach to the last level of English. The other people who asked me the difference between, to explain them the difference between American and British. So American, is a language, is English that commonly is used to use more slangs. There are more slangs in American. But the British is a language, is English that respects the rules of the language. It means that you can read different books, you can read different dictionaries, and you know more about British pronunciation. British pronunciation is English that respects the rules, all of the rules of the language. But in American, it's English that more times you are going to find different slangs. You find more slangs in American. I wish you to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Even though you are not native from England, but you are going to try to imitate the people from England so that your English, your accent may be perfect, may be universal. Dear friends, TNC TV official is there for you. You are going to speak English like American, like a British, like a native. Get in habit of speaking English every time, everywhere you are. Within the shortest time, you will see that we are very realistic. What we tell you is a sure deal. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please, you subscribe if you didn't do it. You leave a comment and you leave a like. And if you don't mind, please you share this video because you want to make people talk English. Today's lesson was to know the way you can introduce yourself in English. Introduction is very important when you are an English user. Thank you so much. Let's continue for the next video. Tomorrow or after tomorrow, you are going to see other videos that are going to put you in the mood of practicing English fluently. Thank you so much. I love you. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.